Jackie, Tim and Joel.
It's got a very interesting piece of trivia about this song from Jermaine from the Jermaine Plane.
Oh my gosh. You know Jermaine?
I've met him
Jermaine
once
from
or
the
twice.
Jermaine Plane has a lot of tea.
Yeah.
Can you share it with us, or are you
I'm
just
not
going to
going
leave
to.
it
No,
hanging
I'm
and then
not going
not
to.
tell us?
I'm not going to
Please
share it.
tell us.
gonna
Jermaine,
share
can you come in and share it for me, please?
No.
As Ricky and I were just saying,
It's about Barry
typical, we're
Keoghan.
just here for the razzle-dazzle. All you want is the razzle-dazzle from Ricky and Joel.
Yeah, we're like Velma
Dancing
and Roxy.
Monkeys.
It's about
Here we are.
Chicago.
It's about Barry Keoghan, is it? Or
Is that the
Keenan?
guy from
Saltburn.
Saltburn? That's who that song's about?
Yeah. Apparently about him being a little bit on the sauce, like we're about to talk about here.
On the sauce. Who
Because-
doesn't love being on the sauce? I had a wonderful weekend, had a bit of champagne. But
You?
apparently, yeah, I love
What?
champagne.
you?
Apparently, I read this morning and I gay gasped like I never have before. I clutched my pearls and went... Luxury goods company LVMH have seen a huge drop in champagne sales for 2024, blaming it on the lack of cheer and celebrations in the world right now. Pull your socks up, guys.
I was at your house when your weekly champagne delivery arrived.
Yeah.
So you're doing your bit.
Can I go gasp at
Yeah.
that information? You ready?
100%.
Ready?
Jermaine here. Ugh, Mondays, am I right?
That was the best go gasp I've ever done.
Well, I
I don't
can
know if
confirm.
Is Jermaine a champagne drinker? Or a
Jermaine,
vodka cruiser?
Jermaine will drink if it's in front of him, for sure. Like most people. Most people say they're not champagne drinkers until they come to my house and they're like, yeah, I'll have one.
I'll have it- I'll
and then
have
they
it.
don't drink anything else for the rest of the night.
I know I do. I move on.
You do.
Yeah.
You help yourself in the fridge now, which I really love.
Yes, I really do.
Because I don't want to have to get
I
up that
cut my
often to get
ice.
you a drink.
I know. I cut my own ice. I walk over.
Yeah.
Have my own thing.
It's quite
Cut
lovely.
your own ice? That sounds incredibly dodgy. What do you mean by
Would you
cutting
remember the
your
big
own
ice sculpture in the Raining Diamonds music video? That's in
Yeah.
my
Yes.
Are you serious?
No, but champagne sales are down. I feel like, am I single-handedly holding up the champagne
You are.
industry?
You might not realise this though, because for instance, when you're in Texas and you get texts about your really expensive house selling, but champagne is actually expensive for a lot of people.
I know.
Like even when I say, "Can I get a
I
glass of
know.
champagne?" they go for the Chandon first. Like that's what most bars do. You have to
Yeah.
really,
You have to really
push
say
them.
no actual champagne.
Actual champagne.
Thank you.
Well, you and your pop star, WhatsApp chat group, can't you put a message in there and be like, girls, come on, let's get some more champagne. Sammy Jade can afford it. Malboy can afford it.
I would have just
13,
thought
10.
the left side of my fridge just keeps the whole industry afloat.
This next story is about beer though. 13, 24, 10. I want to know how hard you've gone, because this Scottish bloke has gone real hard.
Okay.
How hard have you gone, even just in the last 2 days? If you want to throw out this weekend.
Yeah, like
13,
how big
24,
was
10.
your weekend? How hard
Yeah,
did you go
just
on the weekend?
Real
Okay.
simps.
Because our executive producer went hard on the weekend.
Did she?
Yeah, she had a
so
big
unlike
one.
her too.
She had a big one. She ended up on a train
Mm-hmm.
somewhere that she was not going because she went that hard. She had a cheeky little nap on the train.
What's a train?
And I blame $17 margaritas times 8,
Yeah.
which if your doctor's listening right now is a big no-no, okay?
Yeah, didn't you? You went hard on the weekend and you had several drinks lined up at one point.
Yes.
You were telling us earlier.
I had a gin martini with a twist, our favourite tequila, Joel. A Moretti
God,
beer.
yes, Lisa Rinna's favourite as well.
And I was drinking a Tommy's margarita at the time.
Well, I had dinner with my dentist on Saturday and I had to ask if we were allowed to order red wine
Because of your teeth.
because she's a dentist. She was like, yeah, it's fine.
Does she have any tips on how to get red wine stains off your teeth?
I'll text her.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this Scottish gentleman who tried the world's strongest beer on International Beer Day last week. You had a beer on
Friday.
International Beer Day last
Yes.
week, right?
Well, good on him
Of
for
course.
putting it himself out there.
Now, it is the Scottish Beer Fire, and it is 75% alcohol in one beer. The average beer is 5% beer. This was 75%.
That's where we go with the world's strongest beer. Scottish Belfair Fire, 75% alcohol by volume. Do not exceed 35 millilitres in one sitting. Let's get it in the face.
Wouldn't that be highly flammable? Like, you'd have to keep that in the freezer.
Let's get that in the face.
It tastes like burning. My tongue's now numb.
Tastes like burning. His tongue went numb from it.
Oh, my gosh. How have you not had a Blackers? And can you have it at maybe 4 p.m. tomorrow?
I had a 7%. I had a 7% IPA once. That was pretty hectic.
7%.
Yeah, 7%.
Whoa.
I know.
Big boy.
That's where we
Yeah.
go with the world's strongest beer.
I'll get that in my face. It seems like we were the only ones that went hard on the weekend. No calls. That's okay. We'll move on.
Like diamond rings and foot
Might go hard tonight just to celebrate.
It's all about this weekend. It's birthday weekend.
It really is. The boys.
Yeah.
Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel on Nova.